up, y'all, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be teaching you how to highlight and contour your face. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're going to start with our highlighter. And to highlight my face, I like to use just the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Fawn. Now, your highlighted areas are the areas that you want the sun to hit first. Those are the areas, those are the high points of your face that the sun hits first. Just going to add some highlighter under the eye, and these are all our high points that we want to bring up to the surface. Again, under the other eye, and we also will be contouring today, so this will be a how-to highlight and contour video. So down the bridge of the nose, also the center of your forehead, right here in the Cupid's bow, your chin, and also we want to highlight under where we would contour in here to add some of that concealer. So those are our highlighted areas. So now we're going to go in with the contour. We're going to place this in our sunken in depth areas or deep areas on our face. So that's, of course, in our cheekbones, of course, down the sides of our nose, contouring at this point, down the sides of the nose, cheek, around the outer perimeter of our forehead, adding that dark shade. It looks light on camera, but this is actually a dark shade. Don't forget the jawline. We want that snatched jawline. Snatching these areas, and this is creating structure back to our face. I like to add mine also right around the chin area. So let's get to blending. I do have a beauty blending sponge that we are going to use to help move the product around. I have my sponge soaking in a cup of water, so it is already damp. And we are just going to go right in, starting with the highlight, and we're just going to move that highlighter around right down the bridge of the nose. Just pouncing that sponge. You just want to do a pouncing motion. Forget the forehead because we put product there. And we're going right to the under eye. I'm going to move that product around, still pouncing. And this video is so easy. This is a how-to highlight and contour for beginners. It's very simple, very easy. If you follow these steps, you will be able to create the perfect highlight and contour with these easy steps. Right over to the lip, where that Cupid's bow area was at. Bringing that around, making it meet with the under eye. Blending at this point is your best friend. You want to blend these products out. You don't want any lines of demarcation, or you can tell where the highlight stops and the contour starts. You want everything to move and graduate within each other seamlessly. Don't be afraid to get on in there and move this product around. Going right up underneath that contour. Moving that highlight right up underneath that contour. And for the highlighter, which I'm buffing out now, I normally like to get a highlighter that's my shade. So I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn to highlight with. And I also use it as my foundation sometimes. Sometimes I can just highlight my face and do not apply any foundation. I can just set this highlight and go. Flip the sponge and go into the contour. Now with the cheeks, you want to pounce, but you want to pounce up. Pounce that concealer upwards. You don't want to smear it down because it'll look like you just got mud on your face. So you want to pounce that, pounce, 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 but in a, you know, a slapping upward motion. And when you get to here, you want to pounce it kind of forward to your face, back up, kind of creating a C. Pouncing that right into around here, around your outer perimeter of your forehead. Pouncing kind of into the concealer because you want to blend everything together. This is your blending portion of the highlight and contour. You're blending the colors together. Now if you see any lines of demarcation, which is separation between the two colors, separation here, do not worry about that. We are going to go back in with a different brush and we're going to make sure we blend everything together. I am doing on this cheek the same thing I did on the other one, which I'm pouncing in an upward motion, creating those high cheekbones. You don't want it to go down because it's going to make your face look like it's long, and you don't want it to make it look long. You want it to be snatched. So you pounce upward, upward, upward. Going right with the skinny portion, right on the side of my nose, pouncing in the colors of the contour, just pouncing it in, sliding it and moving it up and down the sides of my nose, right on the tip of my nose, and on the other side, pouncing, pouncing, pouncing. Dragging that color up and down the sides. See, it's still a separation of line of demarcation there. So you're going to take just this area on your sponge, just kind of clean, and you want to just pat those two together. Just pounce them around to give it a mix. You want to blend it. Any more lines on the forehead between light and dark? Just right where the crease is. You want to pounce in between both of those to kind of mix the lines so it would create a flawless, seamless canvas. Any lines of demarcation, separation from light and dark, you just go right where the lines meet and pounce those two together. Pouncing right around the chin, because we did contour around the chin, so you want to pounce that contour in, not going into the center, because you see that's the highlighted area. You want to leave that area still the brightest portion of the chin. Flip the sponge back to the lighter highlighted color, and you're trying to pounce the highlighter in, so kind of bringing it out into the contour, the darkest shade, so it can all blend together. Still having the light in the middle and the dark on the outside. That's how you want to highlight. The dark here, light here. Dark around the perimeter, light in the middle. Dark on the cheekbones, light under the eye. Dark on the sides of the nose, light down the middle. You can see all of those areas in this video. We're going to go in with our setting powder. I'm going to be using two different setting powders. My favorite go-to setting powders. This one is the Black Opal True Color loose powder foundation, or loose powder setting powder in the color 400 medium. I'm going to be mixing that with my go-to Aerospun loose powder setting powder, and this is in the color Honey Beige. So we're going to mix those two together and set all of our highlighted areas. And we are using both colors. This is the Black Opal 400 medium, and because it's so matchy and I want my highlighter to be kind of bold, I go in with a little of that lighter color like that, and I apply that just because I want my highlight to kind of stand out. I don't want it to fade away, you know, into the background. I want it to stay with all the high points high, you know. So I'm setting that with two setting powders. Going right into the Aerospun and just creating a lighter. Going right down the bridge of that nose where we highlighted. Then going right over it with that Aerospun just to create a lighter effect. Right over the Cupid's bow, the mouth. So So I want to set inside the creases and not on the creases. And I just want to highlight more in the middle of that because I don't really like my forehead beaming and shining because I don't want to bring no attention to a huge forehead, okay? So moving right along, we're going to apply some of that into this area. And at this point, I will not apply any of the Aerospun because this is an area right here that needs to be more settled. Because when you highlight this area, you kind of go more towards drag queen. And we don't want to go drag queen. We want to go glam. Right in on the other side, just chiseling out those cheekbones with the powder. Going right into the chin area. Not using any of the Aerospun at this point. I want to keep the Aerospun under eye and up, and then the black opal cheeks down. Set the contour. We're going to go in with our mineral powder, and this is by Ruby Kisses in the color Ebony, and we're going to set our contoured area. And so we're going to go in with a kind of a flat, fluffy brush, and we're just going to set alongside the nose all of the contoured areas, which is all of our dark areas. You want to set those now with powder. Going right in, just pouncing it into the palette. Like to create the line and then drag it up. Still same thing, you don't want to go down. Still going around the outer perimeter of the face. Everywhere we put the darker color is the area we are setting at this moment. And I am swirling it around because I am mixing as I'm setting at this point. And like I said, don't worry about any lines of demarcation showing the light and dark areas, because we are going to do a final buff with our fluffy foundation brush. We are going to go in and buff the whole face as we remove all the powder. So at this stage, you are just setting your contour and your highlighted areas. So you will have lines of demarcation at this point until you buff everything away. We set the chin. We'll contour the chin, so now I'm setting it with the powder. And I'm going to blend it out as well. I'm setting and blending at the same time. Don't forget that jawline. We want that snatch, snatch, snatch jaw going upward, not down. Same thing to the other side, setting that jawline and dragging it upward. Going in with our fluffy brush, and this is a MAC fluffy powder brush. And we are just going to dust all of our powder away. Now at this point when you're dusting as well, you are making sure you're blending all the lines of demarcation out, making sure there's no separation between the contour and your highlight, and you're dusting away powder at the same time. Going down the bridge of the nose, dusting away the powder, but setting and buffing in the highlight and contour at the same time. Dusting away the powder under the under eye. And blending upward with that contour for the high cheekbones. Dusting away the powder, but dusting in a upward motion still, because you still don't want to drag anything under your highlight. So I'm still dusting up and swirling it around just to blend the light and dark. Doing the same thing under the other eye. Dusting away that powder. Over my Cupid's bow, my lip. Dusting away the highlight we put under the cheekbone. See, there's a line there, clearly. We're going to swirl that in, and that way it'll mix a little bit. Just giving that a good dust. You can see it's a lot more natural and softer to the face as versus this side is still harsh. This side is soft, harsh. Let's go in and buff that out. Still buffing the contour up. And the line of demarcation between light and dark. Go ahead and swirl that around. Mixing at this point the two colors together, creating one seamless look. All right, we have all the powder dusted off of our face, and to combat any of the powder that we might have forgotten, just so we don't get that flashback when we're taking pictures, we're going to go in with a spritz for our face, and this is a setting spray. In this video, I just wanted to show you how to highlight and how to contour your face. But you can see as the light is actually hitting me, it's hitting the highlighted areas that we just highlighted, such as the forehead. See, the light is on my forehead, under the eye, down the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow here, our chin. We turn your face, the highlight. Adding character back to the face. So hopefully you girls loved this video. If you liked my little easy, beginners friendly, how to highlight and contour your face video, you can go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. You can also comment in the comment section, and you can please subscribe to my channel to be updated. And to be updated, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and it'll update you every time I upload a new video. It will give you an alert telling you, okay, Makeup by Mina, Slay Best Friend is on, and she is posting something new for all of you to view. So thank you girls once again for watching my video. Hopefully you found this how to highlight and contour video helpful, and if you did, I will definitely see you all back in my next video. Talk to you later.